to spur the community into action. Pheladi, good morning. Give us some idea for those who aren't too familiar with why this call has been made today. Just tell us very quickly about the call by one farmer following this latest murder.
Hi, Vika. So basically, Yubek Onradi was killed last week during an attack on his farm where some things were stolen and he was killed in the process. And I think this was one of over 300 farm murders that have happened this year. So I think this community and others around the country have decided that enough is enough, as their slogan says, and they say that more attention needs to be paid to farm murders because, you know, farmers are vulnerable and targeted in some of these killings, they say.
We can already see that crowds are gathering there behind you, Pheladi. Just give us some idea of what form this protest is going to take. We understand there is going to be a march. How is it expected to end? Is there a memorandum of sorts being handed over? Who exactly do they want to see? Whose attention are they trying to get?
So there isn't a memorandum, interestingly. They say they just want a show of force and a show of support from these farming communities. So we're going to see a convoy going from here all the way into the city, which is about 40 k's away from where we are right now. And they're going to be trucks, they're going to be normal cars, they're going to be horses, we're told. I've seen a few drones as well as people are gathering here. So just a convoy to go into town, and then they're going to have a huge mass prayer session, I think, for healing, we're told.
All right, and then are we expecting that this will just be a one-day protest? Any idea as to how they will sort of sustain this to get authorities' attention?
I have no idea if they have further plans for this kind of action, but they say this is just to, you know, draw attention to the cause. There was a 10-point plan highlighted by AfriForum yesterday at their presser, so I don't know how they're going to take those points forward with these communities. I suppose we'll just have to hear from them as time goes on. And
are we expecting a largely peaceful protest, just a march to grab attention to the issue, to draw attention?
That is what is expected. There are going to be about 2,000 people they're expecting in about 300 cars and on bikes and all of that. So largely peaceful. They say they don't want it to be a divisive thing at all. They just want people to come together under this Black Monday banner today.
And Western Cape authorities, I mean, we also see Helen Ziller, the Premier, saying she's going to be wearing black today as well. Are they largely supported by authorities, by the government in the Western Cape?
It seems so, Yuveka. We've had those calls for support from the government and from places like the Cape Chamber of Commerce, who've said, you know, farmers are the lifeblood of food security in the country, and that they should all rally behind this call that they're making today.
All right, so give us some idea very quickly, Pheladi, what time is this march expected to get underway this morning?
So everyone's gathered at 6, and they are going to start, I think, shortly, starting to make their way through to town. But really, all people from other areas are expected to join them more around 9 a.m. on the way to town.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks very much, Pheladi Sethusa. She's in the farming town of Klopmuts in the Western Cape, where that recent murder, the latest murder happened, spurring this call for Black Monday protest by farmers.